Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Nurnadia binti Hamzah and I'm from Course Business Management. Today we're gonna present our final presentation. We would like to share about 4 of history's serial killer. Here are 4 evil and notorious serial killer the world ever seen.
Hi, Assalamualaikum to everyone and Madam Hanita. Today I'm gonna share a story about the serial killer which my part is at Gil. The inspiration behind Psycho. The man whose macabre and horrific acts have inspired Psycho, Silence of the Lambs, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre grew up in an isolated area of Wisconsin. He was an abused child of an alcoholic father and a puritanical and domineering mother who instilled in her son a pathological fear of both women and sex. 13 years later, local police arrived at the farm following up on a tip regarding missing hardware store on the Bernice Warden. They discovered Warden's headless corpse hanging upside down from the rafters. Their search of the property revealed a whole of horrors that included human body parts turned into household items such as chairs and hobos, vases used as wall hangings, and a vase made of a human torso. Many of these gruesome items were from already dead body that Gin had stolen from their grave, but he had murdered one of the women in addition to Warden. He claimed that he was using the body parts to assemble a new version of his beloved mother. Gin was diagnosed with schizophrenia and declared unfit for trial. A decade later, he was convicted of one of the murders, but he was declared innocent at the time of the crime. He spent the rest of his life in a mental hospital.
Hi and Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurnadia. Today I would like to share with you guys about the next series killer, which is Jeffrey Dahmer committed his first murder at 18 years old. The reason why he was arrested at 18 years old because he was found to have killed a total 11 men. Jeffrey Dahmer at his initial appearance at the Milwaukee Country Circus Court, where he was charged of 4 counts of first-degree intentional homicide, July 26, 1991. Dahmer was arrested after police found the body parts of 11 men in his Milwaukee apartment. He just go killing until his arrest in 1991. After an African-American man escaped his clutches and highlighted down police near Milwaukee, Wisconsin. When the victim led police back to his apartment, they covered photographs of dismembered bodies, the severed heads and genitalia of several other men, a tub full of acid that Dahmer had used to kill 70 victims. Dahmer had lived a shiftless life, dropping out of college and the army, and living with various family members before kicked out by his grandmother and settling in Milwaukee apartment. 3 years before his 1991 arrest, and with several murders already under his belt, Dahmer was convicted of drugging and sexually molesting a young teenager. After serving only 1 year, he was released and continued his killing spree, which focused almost entirely on young men of color. This is a scary part, featuring lurid description of his eating the body part of some his victims and admission of necrophilia, renewed the world interest in serial killers. In 1992, Dahmer was sentenced to 957 in jail, but he was killed by a fellow inmate just 2 years later. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Hazwani. I'm from Course Business Management. I'm gonna share some story about the serial killer, which is my part is Jack the Ripper. Okay, let's go proceed to the story. In 1888, London Whitechapel district was crippled by report of a various serial killer stalking in the street city. The unidentified madman lures prostitutes into darkness square and side streets, before slitting their throats and sadistically mutilating their body with a carving knife. In the dead summer and fall, 5 victims were found butchered and downtrodden east and districts. A media frenzy and citywide manhunt. A number of later were allegedly sent by the killer to the London Metropolitan Police Service, also known as Scotland Yard, told officers about his gruesome activity and speculating on murders to come. Without modern forensic technique, veteran police were at a loss in investigating the Ripper heinous crimes. After taking his final victim in November, the killer seemed to disappear like a ghost. The case was closed at 1892, but Jack the Ripper has remained an enduring the source of fascination. The most popular about theory suggests that the killer is understanding about the anatomy and vivisection mean he was possibly a butcher or a surgeon. Over 100 possible suspects have been proposed. I guess I can put the example about the killer, like 5 victims. Okay, that's all for my story about Jack the Ripper.
Now, the last part is Henry Hogwarts Holmes. Henry Hogwarts Holmes spent his early career as an insurance scammer before moving to Illinois in advance of the 1893 Chicago World Fair to work as a pharmacist. It was there that Holmes built what he referred to as his moderate castle. True story in that he secretly turned into the macabre 30th chamber. Some rooms were equipped by hidden peepholes, gas line, trapdoors, and soundproof bedding, while others featured secret passage, ladders, and hallways that lead to dead ends. There was also a passage that led to the basement, where Holmes had installed a surgical table, a furnace, and even medieval rack. Both before and during the World's Fair, Holmes led many victims, mostly young women, to his late, only excised them with sonic gas and take them to his basement for horrific experiment. He then either disposed of the bodies in his furnace or skinned them and sold them to Skeleton to medical school. At the same time, Holmes worked insurance scam collecting money from life insurance companies. Holmes was finally caught when one of his co-conspirators tipped off the police after Holmes failed to deliver his payout. Holmes was eventually convicted of the murders of 4 people, but he confessed to at least 27 more killings before being hanged in 1869. In conclusion, for you guys out there, please be careful with people, including the closet people, because you will never know the mind of someone want to do bad thing to us. Lastly, I hope that you guys like the video and thank you for watching.